Hello, everyone, and welcome to ANA 2023. I'm very, very happy to welcome you all here today. My name is Dr. Marco. I am the President of the Australian Nuclear Association. I would like to really welcome you to the 15th ANA conference for what will be, I think, a very exciting day of conversation around nuclear technologies. But before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation upon whose ancestral lands we meet today. I would like to pay my respects to Gadigal elders past, present and emerging. And I say this really in a genuine spirit of kinship between Australians, old and new, as we work together to build a better society and a better Australia. Our conference theme this year is Choices in Nuclear, which points to Australia's activities in nuclear science, its decision to acquire nuclear-powered submarines, and to the possibility of nuclear power in the future, of which I think you know is a very exciting and hotly debated topic in politics and media at the moment. On that note, we will be graced by the presence of two esteemed federal members of Parliament today, the Honourable David Gillespie, and soon to be flying in, landing soon, is the Honourable Ted O'Brien as well, who both have personally placed lots of effort into reading and the study of nuclear power in order to inform the wider public. I would definitely like to thank our sponsors, our principal sponsor, ANSTO. We have also Atkins Realis from all the way from Canada here with us today. In fact, the CEO of Atkins Realis is right here, Ian Edwards. And we have also SMRNT's long-standing support as well. With their support, we have drawn a very impressive lineup of speakers, including Dr. Rita Baranow from Westinghouse and also ex-DOE, Jeff Navin from Boundary Stone Partners. I think he's somewhere in the audience, maybe he's coming in, right? And also we have, of course, James Foss from Ultrasafe Nuclear Corporation. And later on in the day, we'll also have the business developer on the nuclear side of Atkins Realis, right there over Carl McCotty, sitting right there as well, to talk about the exciting refurbishments over at CANDU with the CANDU reactors and also their participation in SMR builds as well. For our first session, the theme is Future of Nuclear. And I'd like to warmly welcome our first speaker, Pamela Naidoo-Ameglio, who will speak on ANSTO's role in Australia's nuclear future. Pamela Naidoo-Ameglio is Group Exec of Nuclear Operations and Nuclear Medicine at ANSTO, responsible for the operation of Australia's OPAL research reactor, nuclear medicine production, and radioactive waste management. She has a wealth of experience in nuclear technology, mining, and geoscience, serving in diverse leadership roles, positions in South 32, BHP, and Rio Tinto. So I'd like to ask you to warmly welcome on stage Pamela.
Thank you, Mark, and good morning all. It's a pleasure to be with you here today, and I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of this land, the Gadigal people, and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. ANSTO is proudly the heart of Australia's nuclear capabilities and the custodian of our nation's leading nuclear facilities, including the OPAL multipurpose reactor you see on the slide, the Australian synchrotron, and many other significant landmark facilities. As Australia's civil nuclear centre of excellence, ANSTO is mandated to advise the Australian government on all nuclear science and technology matters. Our capabilities range across human health, the environment, and of course, the nuclear fuel cycle. We are a sophisticated and complex organisation with 70 years' experience in the application of nuclear science and technology, including the operation of research and multipurpose reactors, nuclear medicine production, uranium and specialist minerals processing, radioactive waste management, scientific and engineering support for research, and value add to the industry, an example of which you see on the slide for silicon, where ANSTO irradiates more than 50% of the world's high-quality silicon for semiconductors. To advance Australia's nuclear knowledge, we conduct research in the nuclear fuel cycle across a range of areas. This includes at the front end, helping develop improved fuels for use in nuclear applications, and the effects of irradiation, corrosion, and high temperature on their structural properties. At the back end, we're developing innovative solutions for waste management. ANSTO's SynRock technologies will enable global best practice in direct disposal and termination of nuclear waste. There are a number of new opportunities for nuclear in Australia. As you may have heard last week, ANSTO has received funding from the federal government for a new nuclear medicine facility to further safeguard the production of life-saving nuclear medicine in Australia and advance research in developing new nuclear medicines. The SynRock process offers potential waste management solutions for new advanced reactor designs and SMRs internationally. ANSTO is also supporting the Australian Submarine Agency through our Nuclear-Powered Submarine Working Group. We cannot do any of what we do without people and their dedication to our core values. We need passionate, well-trained, and competent teams to support our missions. At ANSTO, a nuclear baseline has been established to identify the resources and capabilities needed to keep ANSTO operating safely, securely, and sustainably. It covers the specialist positions supporting nuclear and radiological safety and is designed to allow the impact of organizational changes to be assessed and mitigated. Nuclear stewardship also means providing independent assurance, which we do via specialist internal teams and also using external experts. Building a pipeline of skills is key focus for ANSTO. As the nuclear sector in Australia is still rather small compared to the rest of the world, it's a challenge to find suitably experienced team members to join us. It's not always possible to buy in that experience either with the growth of nuclear globally, so we concentrate on how we build our capabilities. It is important to attract not only skilled people, but those with the attitudes of curiosity, learning, and wanting to contribute. With the growth of Australia's nuclear industry, the workforce in the sector needs to grow exponentially across a whole range of skills. ANSTO is the place where anyone who wants to work in the nuclear industry can get experience and exposure to the skills we need. We are committed to the development of the next generation of nuclear professionals, and we've identified core workforce development pillars with the goal to prime the future workforce from an early age and coordinate with and leverage the efforts of other nuclear agencies in Australia. ANSTO also has a number of initiatives to attract, retain, and train the workforce. In terms of attracting a future workforce, ANSTO has a range of programs that connect people to nuclear careers from school age right through professional development and training. These include the Graduate Development Program, multiple programs through the Australian Institute of Nuclear Science and Engineering, internships and apprenticeships. Because of the diverse work that we do, ANSTO has a range of specialist skills to offer. Apart from our world-class research facilities, we have instrumentation and control and robotics skills, nuclear analysis, including computational, analytical, and modeling experience, expertise in handling and the management of radioactive waste, and others. ANSTO also has expansive project management and STEM capabilities in engineering and skilled trades, as you may be aware that we manufacture some of those important items that we put into the reactor ourselves. We also need non-STEM skills in the nuclear workforce, and ANSTO provides access to nuclear expertise and experience for finance, legal, supply, procurement and logistics, HR, and other professionals. With all these skills available, ANSTO supports the nuclear industry across a large number of fields. We support research through our OPAL reactor, the accelerator, and the synchrotron. ANSTO also provides radiation experts, some of whom are in the room, and provides training to a number of organizations like universities and defense. We are also the home of nuclear medicine production in Australia. ANSTO provides advice to government, as I've said earlier, on the application of nuclear technology, including regarding the acquisition of technologies as part of the AUKUS partnership. ANSTO also provides services to universities, defense, hospitals, and industry in handling, transportation, and disposal of radioactive waste. In conclusion, ANSTO will continue to play a leading role in the future of nuclear in Australia. We will advance knowledge via research and innovation and working with partners in the industry. We will collaborate with international partners to keep abreast of peaceful applications of nuclear science and technology to advise government and industry. We will continue to support Australia in providing nuclear expertise and radiation and nuclear security services. We will train and upskill our nuclear workforce, knowing that we are providing a foundation for nuclear careers within ANSTO and beyond it. Implementation of ANSTO's Strategic Nuclear Workforce Development Plan will hopefully position ANSTO as an employer of choice in Australia's changing nuclear environment. Thank you for your attention. I'm happy to take questions.